Hey everyone, I'm Sage Valentine and welcome to my channel of the same name. Right now I'm going to review The Walking Dead Season 5 Episode 15 entitled Try. The most beautiful part of this episode, besides opening with that 9 Inch Nails song and then taking that scene with Deanna and the family grieving, to the scene with Carol making the casserole, looking in on the little baby monitor at little Judith, to the scene with Sasha trying her hardest to keep her eyes open and pick off each and every one of those walkers, had to be that ending when Michonne just appeared out of nowhere and knocked the holy hell out of Rick. And I was just for the past maybe 5 minutes before I made this video, I kept saying, thank you, Michonne. Thank you so much, Michonne. Knock some sense into him. So regardless of where you stand as far as in this fandom, whether or not you ship Rick and Michonne, regardless of what you think about ships in general, we all can agree that that scene was the best scene, and Rick deserved it because he has been acting so stupid since Jessie appeared, to the point where during this episode I was just like, this is just so out of character for Rick, and he's giving me these vibes of Shane, especially when Jessie was just like, Rick, stop, chill, I got a husband here, I'm married. And she closed that garage door on him, and it reminded me of when Lori kind of turned a bit of a cold shoulder towards Shane in season 1, and then Shane started just acting just stupid because of that, and he literally ended up getting killed, but he didn't have a Michonne to just knock him on his behind, and I'm so glad that she did it. Otherwise, to me, this episode was a bit of a filler, something that tied us over until we see that 90-minute finale next Sunday. For the most part, things were moving a little bit slow. It was good to see Daryl out with Aaron, trying to figure out who was shining that light. And then once they make it to the area, they find dismembered walkers, and they find one walker or person, it seems, because I'm not even sure if that was a walker, to be honest. I'm wondering, was that a person that other person tied to the tree and just let the walkers just eat that person out from the inside or the outside? Or you get what I'm saying? Smorgasbord, belly, you get me. But anywho, it was good to see Daryl and Aaron. I also like that scene of Sasha disappearing and Rosita coming to Michonne, telling her, listen, you know what, we haven't seen Sasha, we don't know where Sasha is, and those two going out together, talking, interacting, because we really haven't seen Rosita in this half of the season. We've seen a bit of her, but this was pretty cool, and then she was out with Michonne, and then we get to see those three once they catch up with Sasha interacting, and then Michonne once again saves Sasha's life because Sasha wants to play badass, which she was doing pretty well until that walker just nearly got her. It was chomping, was that a boy or a girl? I can't remember. It was chomping the teeth straight towards her face, and she was reaching for that knife but couldn't get the knife, and then she was all mad at Michonne because Michonne saved her. And then she started kind of blacking out on Michonne until finally the veil fell and the tears started welling up in her eyes, and that is when we were able to see Sasha finally, after all this time, just breaking down, pushing aside that anger and breaking down, and I was happy for her. So happy. I said, finally, finally. She got it out, and then Michonne was also able to, get it out a little bit, and then clearly Rosita had some pent up, I want to kill some walkers tension in her, because she was able to get it out as well. Carol was talking to Rick, okay, and Carol, she definitely means well. She knows the signs of abuse, and from her perspective, she sees it as Jessie being beaten by Pete. because of Sam, and Sam wants to protect his mother, and we find out that Jessie put a lock in Sam's closet and everything, I guess to protect him, and all he heard was like yelling with the father, yelling at the mother, and the whole thing. But what would really, really like freak me out is if The Walking Dead decided, and this is just me saying this, decided to flip it and make it so that like Pete was kind of being abused by Jessie. But after watching the episode, clearly it's more pointing towards Pete beating Jessie than the other way around, so I'm just going to scrap that completely. Okay. And as I said before, Rick just started losing it once he realized that Jessie was hurt, because obviously he has feelings for her, but his feelings are like kind of blinding him a little bit. And of course Michonne in the end came in, knocked him on his behind, and I was happy for it. Deanna is upset that Aiden died. I'm sure she's upset that Noah died, and because of what Father Gabriel has said, it puts doubt in her mind even more than what was already there. But I like how she's not 100% trusting Nicholas because of what happened with Aiden and Nicholas and those 4 people, because you see her standing near the grave, so clearly, and putting Nicholas on tape, his statement, I mean, so clearly she doubts his story as well. But Father Gabriel's little, you know, angel of light correlation with Lucifer and like calling the group basically the devil is basically like putting even more doubt in her mind towards the group. I'm not saying that she didn't trust the group when they came in, because I'm sure that she has her doubts, and she was able to put on a brave poker face. Didn't she say she wanted to be a poker player? Unless I'm hearing things, but I could have sworn she said something about wanting to be a poker player when we first met her. Like if she wasn't a politician, she would have played poker, so she's got a good poker face. But clearly she's not feeling the group, though. Even though she doesn't believe what Nicholas said, she's still not feeling the group because of Father Gabriel, who I honestly believe we're going to be stuck with him, and I cannot wait until the dark comes to light and we get to see the group's reaction to his betrayal. One final scene that I actually liked was the one with Carl and Enid bonding, the whole puppy love thing, and how when Enid didn't want to explain about her mom's knife and what happened to her mom, Carl didn't push her because he too lost his mother, and I thought that was very sweet. And I think that's about it with this episode. Hopefully the season finale is excellent, because if not, I'm going to be super duper sad. Not that I'm not going to watch season 6, but I just really, really want this season to end with a big bang. Anyway, guys, please take time to rate this video. Leave your comments, what you think about this season, this episode, and your prediction for the season finale. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my brand of crazy. I've got a lot of shows to review. I still have to catch up with Survivor. Empire was awesome last week, and the 2-hour finale. There's a 2-hour finale, or not even finale, 2-hour episode thingy of the following on Monday. And I was watching Bloodline. I kind of binge watched it all weekend. If you guys haven't watched Bloodline on Netflix, get on it. But anyway, guys, check me out. Twitter, Google+, Sage Valentine. Until next time, you all take care. Love you guys. Bye, guys. Bye.